She recognised me from the window. She told me to come inside, and she hid me. They had made the attic into a place where Hannah could play. There was a dollhouse. She hid me up there.
Who
No one else ever went into the attic.
What?
It was her place. I'm not sure where the dollhouse came from.
I'm gonna search dollhouse next.
Don't know if
Definitely.
it was given to them or they inherited it. And they wouldn't have had the money to buy it. It was so huge. It must have been taken up to the attic in parts and then reassembled up there. It's a beautiful thing. Wallpaper to scale, little furniture, the lights work, mirrors, beds, big duvets and pillows. We spent hours and hours playing in it, invented all these characters and families who lived there.
This is so odd.
We wrote paperwork for them all, passports, diaries, gave them all really elaborate stories. Once, a moth got trapped in there. We'd left a light on. It was making the most horrendous noise. We tried to kill it, but it was tough. We ended up crushing it under a copy of the Arabian Nights.
Killing things and people. Okay, but also, like, Hannah told the police that she had a friend when she was younger called Eve, and she nearly drowned her. Let's search dollhouse and then drown. There's another one.
The legal stuff was completed very quickly. Hannah moved back in with Simon. Eric gave Simon the week off to help with the move. He decorated, modernised wallpaper, curtains. Hannah insists the attic be left as it was, dollhouse and all.
I know, right, Nadamic.
Simon never went up there.
Simon never went up there, okay? No, Arabian doesn't come up. Moth doesn't come up. Okay. There's quite a few.
A mobile phone? Yeah. Well, they have one for the Glaziers, but it's only for work. I can't remember the number. Oh, it's in the kitchen. I saw it plugged into its charging cradle. I did. Well, we met when we were 17, both working at the Glaziers.
Yeah, I know they both worked for the Glaziers.
No. Everyone loved Simon. He's a Glazier, he doesn't have much money. I don't know.
Arabian Nights, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can search for 17, that's a good one. Oh, there's some new ones.
A long time. We got married when I was 17.
That's Hannah. That's definitely Hannah. Does she have a
A
ring?
long time.
I can't really see.
We got married when I was 17.
Could be, but not very clear.
No. I was 15. Carl was older.
There is a Carl!
17, I think. I was really into him.
Oh, new people.
Regardless of how he actually behaved. Lots of drunken teenage sex. We did it in a church once.
I was going to look for church.
Stupid.
This would have come up.
So he got tired of us and we split up after about 6 months. It was sad, but Those early experiences, they help you realise who's really important to you, you know? Family.
Yeah, family, or maybe your other personalities. Dum dum dum. This was on the 1st of July. Yeah. How is this game doing this? I don't know. I don't know. Carl. Hey Nicholas, how you doing? Ooh, Carl. Okay, let's find out about Carl then.
Was he my first? No need to be so coy. No, he wasn't my first. That would have been Carl. He was a local boy in a band.
In a band?
He was a bit of a shit. But he was sexy. We were 15.
Well, she was 15 and he was 17.
Family. So, Carl fucked off, and then there were other boys here and there.
Language.
And then Simon.
What? But this... I thought this wasn't Hannah. But now she says then Simon? You were watching someone play Minecraft. Ah, okay. Fair enough. So she's saying she was 15, then Carl, and then afterwards, when she was 17, Simon? Is this all the same person or not?
Differences. She's a better driver than me. She passed the test for us. I tried to take it and nearly crashed the car. Learned that you can't rely on confidence to get you through everything. She is the shy one.
Who
She's
is?
shy around boys. If Hannah liked a boy, I would have to pursue him. It was that way with Carl. Hannah met him first. She had such a crush. I let him take my virginity after a night that his band had played at. It got difficult. When I was with Carl, we would have sex, but Hannah couldn't let him see she was a virgin. She had lots of excuses.
What? Yeah.
After a while, we decided that I should take Hannah's virginity. It's not that different to a bruise, pulling a tooth, a graze. We used a hairbrush.
Oh.
After that, we took it in turns, though. I was always the one who seduced the boys.
Oh, that's TMI.
Until Simon.
What? Same person, different personalities. She used another personality to get pregnant and go after guys. Maybe. I think Eve pretends to be Hannah sometimes and Hannah pretends to be Eve sometimes. Maybe. Search for virginity. This is starting to get interesting. Wow. Okay, let's watch this one.
Hannah was so smitten with Simon. She started getting jealous. Didn't want to share. Even the first date. We went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon. We both went. Kept changing places in the toilet. We only had one best dress, so we had to keep swapping clothes. Must have thought we had terrible bladder problems. The next date, it was my turn. At the end, I let him kiss me. But that was it. We didn't want another Carl on our hands, and the Ouija board had said to hold back. After that, it was Hannah's turn, and she slept with him. Broke the rules. Deliberately broke the rules. She wanted to be the first to sleep with him.
Yeah, I'm searching that next,
That's when
Trago.
she got pregnant. From that one time.
Wow. Hey Kruger, how you doing? What about the tattoo situation? I don't know. If she's covered up, I can't see it, obviously. Don't forget to take the hairbrush with you. Go to the bathroom. God, more often. She was the one who took the driver's license test for them. Yes, I heard that, for them. Yeah. I'm searching Ouija now. or however you want to pronounce that. Bam.
When beautiful people died, we always felt like it was a sign. You remember Princess Grace? Grace Kelly? She died in a car crash the year before we met Simon. We used a Ouija board to speak to her, and that gave us the power to find him. That's what we thought then. That people who died tragically leave some kind of magic behind. We used to share dreams. We used to wake up and write them down in our diaries immediately and compare them.
Dude, we're talking Ouija boards now. I'm curling up in front of the comfy fire for some paranormal activity type stuff. Oh, same necklace. That's something to look at, Pagan.
When beautiful people died, we always felt like it was a sign.
Yeah.
You remember Princess Grace?
I'm not sure if this is the
Grace
same
Kelly?
necklace.
She died.
But I should have one for the orange.
You think it's
There is a
random?
necklace and it's like a V-neck as well.
I mean,
No,
clearly it's
not really a
random.
V-neck, but you know, it's like quite a deep, open sort of
What can I do to help?
top. You said search virginity. Nothing. Nothing for hairbrush. Is that even one word? It was, okay. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna search for band, because Carl was in a band. Yeah, nothing new. Hey Eric, how you doing? We found quite a bit, but definitely not everything. Search car crash? I'll do that. Oops. Nothing new. What a letdown! So who else is thinking damn she cray cray? I am definitely thinking that. Exactly, yep. Crash. Accident. Oh! Something new.
When I was 8, Mother died. She slipped down the stairs.
Or did she?
It was an accident. I had read a diary at that point, and I knew she wasn't my real mother. So I burned the diary that day, and I left. Walked out and across the street.
What now? Yeah, I searched for Ouija board. Or, well, I searched for Ouija and nothing came up. Eric, what we're doing is this is a game called Her Story, and apparently someone was murdered. Simon, his name is Simon, and we're looking at the police footage of the police interviews with this person who may or may not be 3 different people or 3 different personalities in one person. Yeah, I was gonna go search for parents and mother and mum and all that, and maybe diary as well and stairs. I'll start with stairs. Nothing new. Diary. Oh, hello diary.
No, he doesn't keep a diary. That's my thing. I've kept one.
That looks exactly like the orange top but in
Since I was
blue.
a girl. Helps make sense of my day. And when you're forced to put something into words, just gives you perspective.
This is not real,
On the
no.
same page.
Oh, jackpot. She left home at 8. Mother, yeah, that was kind of weird, wasn't it, Pagan? I just realized that now. She said that she left the house, but she was 8 at that time when her mother died.
Across the road, where my parents first lived there, was a midwife called Florence.
Florence.
When Hannah was born, I was born at the same time. The midwife was there to help. I'd been throttled by the cord, probably wrapped around my neck by Hannah.
Twins.
The midwife told my mother I was dead. But I wasn't. She wrote all this stuff in a diary. Amazing what people will admit to on paper.
Twixies! Yeah, this seems like it's... Yeah, this is from 1994, but that's just made to look like this. Like, it's not actually a ghost sibling. Yeah, I was gonna do that, but I'll first look at the rest of these clips about diary. This is a long one, guys.
Florence was a warm, kind person. But she was broken, I guess. When I found her diary, I also found a biscuit tin with other stuff in it. Older papers.
Don't be scared.
letters,
There's nothing
that kind of
frightening.
thing.
It's intriguing.
Her story wasn't there.
Her story!
I never really spoke to her about it. I was far too young to really understand, I guess. I just put it together later, once I was older. She had loved children, planned to have a large family, but her husband died in the war. And that was back when you married for life.
Title drop.
She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s. But, I mean, I guess it was different then. You know, you married for life and she felt she could never marry again. I guess it was harder, a war widow. One of the dead. I don't know, maybe there was more to it than that. I don't really know.
Okay. Oh, come on. If this ends up being twins rather than multiple personalities, I'm flipping my desk over. I want to see proof of that. Okay, so what I'm getting from this is that Florence the midwife was there for the birth of Eve and Hannah. Hannah was alive. Eve came out with the cord wrapped around her neck. Florence told Hannah's mother that Eve was dead so she could steal her and raise her as her own child? Is that what you guys are getting too?
It just became our way of life. We would swap places and take it in turns to do things. And we were very careful. Whoever had been out that day would come back and write a detailed diary so that we were on the same page. We had a list of rules that said what we could and couldn't do in any given situation. It was exhaustive.
Cluedo, that's fun.
We lived a second life through those rules. Rules for things that could only ever happen inside our imaginations. I mean, we would consider all the permutations of future events and agree rules to walk our way through them.
Wow. That's dedication. It looks like it is twins. Play Cluedo with Ellie, easy win. We don't have the game. Aww. Whew. Okay. Who's up for some Florence?
Florence took me home with her. Mother hadn't been expecting twins and had a healthy baby. I guess she was just happy for Florence to clean up. Take away the evidence that this was anything but a happy occasion.
Okay. Don't forget to search the mom and dad things. Yes, I will. She needs a story to explain multiple personality disorder to herself. Oh, that's deep. That's going like one layer further in than
Florence
I'm going
raised
at
me
the
in her
moment.
home. I never left it. She kept me out of sight.
Never left it.
It wasn't odd for people to see a midwife with a baby, carrying in supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing. I never knew any different.
But what about the
I
tattoo?
grew
I
up looking
know.
out of my window and seeing her across the road. I thought it was like a reflection in the mirror. She was me.
Yeah. What? What? I thought they just said that they like swapped places and all the time, and now she's going like, I never left the house. What's up with that?
No. It was just me and her. Eve was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it and were going to try when he came back. Florence's family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going to be a girl. It's hard to know if this is all true. These are stories I remember, that I read when I was a child.
You read?
Maybe I misread. Maybe I misunderstood. Or
In the biscuit tin. What?
sometimes it's hard to remember what happened last week.
Oh, don't give me that. I'm pulling my hair out too, Tony. Don't forget about the Ouija board stuff. I still think there's a supernatural element here. Maybe. Talk about supernatural. Nah, nothing. Biscuit tin. She switched characters and kept a diary under different names to know who did what. Maybe. That's a good quote. That's a very good quote. You can add it if you want. Just type exclamation mark quote space add space the what part. How you know ghost? What should I look for now, guys? Disorder. Thanks for adding that, Orofin. Nothing found for disorder. Oh yeah, mother and father. That's what I was gonna look for. Oh, new ones.
Okay. There's a girl and she's staring out of the window. She's sad. She's trapped. She's here. She's looking out the window because her mother won't let her out.
There's one yellow video. Yeah, that's the one that you watched last, I think. See, I think if I close this now, that's on the 27th, so that should be around, like, at the top. There we go. I think that's the video there. She's looking... She's just... Ah! Did you guys see that? She's describing what the other girl was describing, or the same girl was describing just then. About a girl not being able to go out of the house. Being trapped. This is a really weird game indeed.
I was young, but I would have been a good mother. She was a girl, by the way, the baby. We were going to call her Sarah. Simon wanted to call her Ava after his nana, but I didn't want her to have a symmetrical name.
Oh, okay. 3 more terms I'm gonna look for. She has the same necklace on as the girl taken away. Ah. Looking out through her eyes without hope for escape. Disorder came out at her mother's death, maybe? I can search for death as well.
Well, she wasn't my real mother, but she
Florence.
raised me.
Talking about Florence.
Do you want to hear the story?
Yes! Go on then!
It's a real-life fairy tale.
Is that the story we've already heard? Probably. Sarah. Nothing new there. Ava. Oh, nothing new. Nothing for necklace. Oh, okay.
They said it was food poisoning.
Hey,
There
Deadman.
was something
I'm doing well. How you
in
doing?
the food they ate. My dad liked to pick mushrooms, grow them too. They said it was the mushrooms. It was hard to believe. Death caps. They have a skirt around the cap. My dad taught me that. But, I mean, the police had no reason to think it was suspicious. They lived alone. And no one had any reason to hurt them.
Or did they?
I was living in the attic. It was a very...
Exactly, you're often.
I was depressed.
We have
I was still
STD.
pretty sick of the STD.
Maybe I should look for that.
And I came down one morning and they were dead. They were in bed and both had been sick. They'd thrown up a lot. And I slept through it. police said it was the mushrooms they ate. Dad was a mushroom expert. I mean, he used to take us picking with him, and he taught us how
No,
to
no, no, no,
recognise
no, no,
them.
no, 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 no.
There's no way you would have picked death caps.
No, 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 no.
But the police believe that's what happened. They never even looked in the attic.
What? That's what I thought too, Lazy, but I think that was related to Florence. So I think Florence slipped and fell down the stairs and died, and then the girl read the diary, left the house, moved into the attic with the other family, with Hannah. Am I crazy? Am I going crazy?
The whole thing was wrong. The bags, I think they were from our kitchen. You can probably check that. We never go into the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need. Dad used to grow mushrooms there. The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape. But
This is about when she found the body. This game is a government experiment designed to see how long it takes for you to go nuts. Yeah. Did she get an STD of Carl, probably? Cellar.
well, fine, considering. I got back into the house today, and that was weird, knowing your people have been there through my things. It's like I've been burgled. And worse, obviously. I don't know. I haven't looked in the cellar yet. They sent a cleaner in. As good as new, he said. But they had to throw some stuff out. Couldn't get the blood out.
Maybe I should look for blood.
And I'm still waiting to hear from the coroner so we can get a date set for the funeral. It's going to be a cremation. So...
You'll be dreaming about this, you think? Carl has been known to get around. Some STDs cause psychosis. That's an interesting theory right there.
It happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone. We took him down to the cellar. We we had an alibi. And we wanted the body to be found
Holy
later.
moly.
We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it, rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it. The watch, that was my touch.
Oh, the stainless steel
To
watch.
make sure the alibi stuck.
Yeah, I already searched baby. After the first, she doesn't really show her tattoo, no. I think that's sort of just to induce a WTF moment in the player. Nothing new. So she basically just... Oh, blood. She basically just admitted that she killed Simon. They killed Simon.
Okay. I've given blood before. Do you need to take that for your records?
Hey, Uncle Demore, how you doing? Given blood before, do you need that for your records? That doesn't say much, does it?
Nothing like this has ever happened to me before.
Hey, Viper Police, how you doing?
Blood. It's probably the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
No, that's right. I haven't streamed in about 5 weeks, I think, or so. I was just not really in the right frame of mind. Obviously, I moved to Scotland, and I've been a little bit stressed out about getting a job and, you know, money stuff, grown-up things anyway. But you know, I was super excited about this game, and Brazuth donated some money for me to get it. So, oh.